What is shaking? Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Hope everybody's out there doing what you should be doing on St. Patrick's Day. Drinking a beer or drinking something. It's the Irish way. Even if you don't want to drink, you should drink today. Steve's got his Modelo. I got my bear bottle. Although I'm kind of cheating, Steve.
Yeah.
We're both kind of cheating. It's St. Patrick's Day. You're drinking a Mexican lager.
True.
And I'm drinking a rice lager. So this is more Japanese than it is Irish.
I feel like the Irish would approve. They'd be okay with, as long as it's some form of liquor. I think they'd be all right with it.
Oh, the Irish don't give a shit. Irish is like, isn't it funny? And by the way, speaking of beer, I should let everybody know the show is sponsored by Fieldwork, the official non-alcoholic craft beer of your San Jose Sharks, your gritty, gutty San Jose Sharks. You go down to the Shark Tank and grab yourself a non-alcoholic beverage, or they have the fully leaded variety as well. So when you're down there, grab yourself a Fieldwork, or if you happen to be near, I don't know, AT&T. I don't think it's AT&T anymore, but grab yourself a beverage over at China Basin. They have 7 or 8 locations. So Fieldwork, the official non-alcoholic beer of your San Jose Sharks. Back to the point I was going to make is I don't think the Irish give a crap what we drink, but we've done a good job of Americans of co-opting other holidays and just turning them into a reason to get shit-faced.
Right.
Basically is what we've done.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. That's
Absolutely.
Right.
St. Patrick's Day. Let's get shit-faced. Fantastic. 4th of July. Hey, that's ours. Let's get shit-faced.
Doesn't matter whose it is, Tom.
Oh, God. It's classic. Well, I was in you want to talk about a shit show. Go to Vegas for March Madness on St. Patty's Day.
Ooh,
oh, wow. My gosh. Hey, Lulu, get out of there. I think Lulu's trying to eat like Lou. Well, Steve, we got a situation here. I got Lou out of there, but the bunny's digging. So the bunny's digging a hole in the ground, not in the air. And in that hole, the cats decided to take a dump. Because, that's what cats do.
Right. And what's Lulu? Where does Lulu fit into this?
Well, the cats didn't cover up the dump, so Lulu's investigating. I don't need Lulu investigating. No. I don't need her over there anywhere near that dump. No, so it's just
nothing to see here. Nothing to see.
It's the rabbit, the cat, the dog. I mean, it's just
mayhem at the Tolbert house.
It is so mayhem. It is so mayhem. Nice win last night. You got I guess that was the main thing. Just get the winning feeling back, get back on track, play some decent basketball, and then just move on and see what you guys can do against Celtics, correct?
Yeah. I mean, we just needed a win. Not the greatest atmosphere. I mean, to go from the Garden the night before and play a thrilling game against the Knicks with the crowd going crazy, goes down to the wire, to last night's atmosphere. It was a letdown. It was a letdown for everybody. But we needed the win badly, and we got it. And we had some really good individual performances. Kristaps and Melt obviously were both great. I love our young guy Malachi Leons. He plays so hard. He plays with so much energy, and fun to see some of our young guys getting an opportunity right now.
Can you imagine, like, people actually fucking chose to go to that game last night? Like, they actually got in their cars, Steve, and made a choice and said, we're going to this game. God bless them.
Well, I had like 10 family members there. So my own family.
Why'd you do that to them?
I even bought extra tickets for them. They chose
You're a good guy. You just said, oh, let me go back to the Knicks game, because I did get a laugh out of this, that it became a thing where you humiliated Will Richards for throwing the ball away, which, as you mentioned earlier, and I was saying at the time, wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't his fault.
Jemski fucking threw a shitty pass, and maybe he could have caught it and stopped. But that's asking a lot.
Yeah.
So you yelled at him. The mic picked it up, and then it became a story. You apologized, and I think rightfully so. But you apologize over everything. I mean, that's just the kind of guy you are. But that's not the part I laughed at. The part I laughed at was we played in the 90s. That's humiliation. That constitutes humiliation. I got every day, multiple times per day, and didn't think much of it. Did you reflect on that at all? Like, wow, things have really changed a lot, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm already well aware of that. I mean, just given the state of coaching today compared to when we played, it's a completely different deal.
Yes,
I was very lucky to only play for coaches who yelled at me but didn't humiliate me. Pop yelled, but it was never personal. Coach Olson, it was never personal. Maybe it was with you, but it wasn't with me, Tom. But
Tom Tolbert.
But
here's the thing. Let me cut you off real quick.
Yeah.
It may have been personal with me, but I didn't really even know.
No,
I just tried to take the good. I agree. But even if it was, I just tried to take the good out of it. What you did wasn't personal.
No,
at all.
No, I was mad about turnovers. I was, frankly, I was mad because we had 9 turnovers in the second quarter. And a lot of them were careless. Will had just gotten one on the offensive foul just the play before where he pushed off. That. Obvious call. From my angle, what I saw, I thought he could have caught it and taken a dribble and just made the smart, safe play. And I saw him in the back pass, so I yell at him. I'm pissed. And look, I'm going to yell more at rookies.
Yeah.
Than I am at vet. It's just part of it, right? You're a young guy. And then I saw the clip that night and I immediately was embarrassed. And because it wasn't his fault. It was like he was trying to save it and it was Brandon's fault. And so I actually last night before our game in Washington, I told the guys I want to show one clip before we get to Washington, the Washington scout. I showed the clip and they all start kind of chuckling. And I just said, let me ask you guys something. What kind of idiot coach would blame that guy for the turnover? And we're talking about Will. And, and they all started laughing. And I just said, hey guys, totally my fault. Like I was in the wrong. That was not Will's fault. My point was we got to take care of the ball. And I apologize for yelling at you. Probably just should have yelled at all of you because a lot of the turnovers were unforced. Brandon, that's a bad pass. So to me, that's the way to handle it. Is like, but my point is all of this stuff is about basketball. There's never any, personal humiliation that's happening. We're just trying to be a good team that can beat the Knicks in the Garden, and to do that, we can't make 9 turnovers in the second quarter.
Yeah. Well, that's why I laughed because I think you understand that. I think the players, for the most part, understand that. It's different than it used to be. Like for me, I would have enjoyed if you would have shown that clip and said, look, I went back and looked at the clip. Obviously, that's not your fault. And then you looked at Brandon and go, that's your fault, motherfucker. What kind of fucking pass is that? Holy shit. Not only was it a shitty pass, you made me yell at the wrong guy. So fuck you.
Damn it, I wish I'd done that instead.
Isn't it funny, though, the way, like, you guys are so depleted right now. And you were so depleted against the Knicks. Yet when you are in the battle, it's like if we play the right way and we do the right things, we can win this. We can do these things. We're playing like you don't have time to think about who you have and who you don't have. It's just about playing the right way. And if you do that, it's like we have a chance to win. And I'm sure you get in that mind frame, don't you?
For sure. I mean, and we were playing our ass off. that game.
Playing great.
Yeah. And that was the unfortunate part, was we just got, a little rattled, trying to make too many plays on our own, too much dribbling.
Yeah.
And we started turning the ball over. And so instead of going into the, halftime with a 15-point lead or 16-point lead, it's 9, and it felt different. And so even though we maintained the lead for much of the second half and gave ourselves every chance, I still feel like that stretch cost us the game. And that's why, as coaches, we're so particular on details. And, that what you try to do is get the guys to play loose, but with the discipline that comes with being fundamentally sound and making good decisions over and over again. And then when you're open, you let it fly, you let it rip. And that's the balance that the best teams find. And it's not an easy balance, really. You also don't want them to be tight the whole game and overthinking everything. So I was disappointed in myself for that game, for losing my cool.
Yeah.
But it's all part of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the line. I think us as players, former players, and players today. And look, it's always, this is, how do I play loose? Be creative, like but also take care of the ball and not get too crazy. Like, that's that line that you gotta. And look, it changes. The superstars get a little more latitude because of what they can bring to the table. The role players, like both of you and I were, you better take care of the fucking ball, and you better but everyone has a line. It's that,
That's right.
everyone's line's different, right? It's about trying to find that balance between, let's be creative, but also let's not go overboard where we're helping the other team. And that's, I guess, for a coach, that's trying to find everybody's individual balance too, like where your line should be.
Yeah. And that's why, I always give a little leeway to the guys who handle the ball the most, in the last few games. That's Brandon. He's kind of our point guard. He's handling the ball more, so I'm giving him a little more leeway. But during the regular season, when we're healthy, for the last few years, you could ask our players. I tell them straight out. I say, Steph and Draymond are each allowed to turn it over 2 or 3 times each. Like, they're allowed 5 turnovers a game between them. The rest of you guys, you better make solid decisions, because they are allowed. They handle the ball 70% of the time. And yet I follow that up by telling Steph and Draymond, but you guys hit singles.
Yeah.
When you just hit singles and you hit the first open guy, a lot of great stuff happens. And both guys have a tendency to get a little wild, and we know that. But
what?
Yeah, what? But that's we've won championships with their aggressiveness too, and so you got to find the balance. But part of the lesson for Will, frankly, is he's got to be the other guy. He's got to be the guy who makes a good decision every play at both ends. That's what role players have to do, and that's really who he is. He's a really fundamentally sound player. He's smart, tough, competitive. So part of his rookie season is about understanding, like, you can't go out there and make a couple turnovers in a row and think it's okay. Like, Steph can, but you can't, and that's part of why I'm harder on young guys than vets.
Wasn't that the great part about having Clay? Is he never, like, he just shot it. He didn't have it long enough to turn it over.
Yeah, he didn't pass, so you didn't have to worry.
he just shot the ball. Like, that was, like, his game was so easy. Like, if he's open, I know he's going to shoot it.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he may take a dribble, maybe 2 max, and then he'll just pass it back to Steph or Draymond or whatever. Yeah. But if he's open, it's going. It's gone.
The beauty of Clay's game is something that I really appreciate about any catch and shooter's game. If you're open, you shoot, and if you're not, you pass it. It's like the most simple axiom in basketball, simple philosophy, but it's really a hard thing to teach. But Clay just naturally got it. If I'm open, I'm shooting it. If not, I'm passing it. And so the game kept moving. And where you get into trouble is guy catches it and he's not open, and he starts dribbling. And then it's like the
Yep.
music stopped. We use that expression all the time. You know, don't let the music stop. Keep
Yep.
the music playing. And Clay always kept the music playing. He just, if he wasn't open, he just passed it. And, you know, and then he'd come off pin downs. And if the big guy jumped out, he'd just bounce it to the big guy for a dunk.
Yep.
So he'd get 3 or 4 assists a game on plays like that. But the game has to continue. There's a flow to it. And our best teams over the years, there's always been a flow where the ball just kept moving. But you have to have players like Iguodala, like Livingston,
Yeah.
you know, who understand that flow and really try to initiate it. You know,
There's a beauty in the simplicity of playing that way.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you about Steph and Draymond, because you mentioned they get leeway to have a few turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they've had 6, 7 turnovers in a game where it's like, okay, now we're way beyond like where we should be. Is it once they get to that point, you draw their attention to it? Is it the type of turnover that happens, you draw their attention to it? Like, how do you bring their attention to the turnovers, knowing that you ask so much of them?
Right.
But there's a point where you're like, okay, look, I know I'm asking a lot of you, but there's some bullshit out here. You're just fucking chucking the ball all around the yard. How do you handle that one?
Well, when the ball hits the popcorn guy and the popcorn guy uses the popcorn and in the 7th row, when I see that, Tom, that's when I really lay down the law. That's when I say, enough. Enough. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke right now.
That's funny.
No, I think that, you know, honestly,
well, the point is, you have to coach them too. You just have to coach them differently.
Too.
You just have to coach them differently.
And they understand that. And it's also like, what is the turnover? Like you're going to handle the ball more, which means there's going to be more opportunities to just mishandle the ball, right?
Yep.
I'm not going to get mad at guys if they just mishandle the ball. But if they throw a pass that just has no chance of getting through, then I got to take a timeout.
Yep.
Right on the board, hit singles. I mean, that's the expression I use more than any other. As a coach, I would guess it's like just hit singles, because it really is true. If somebody's open, you just throw it to them. And both guys over the years have a tendency of just being too ambitious and too aggressive and trying to thread the needle instead of just making the simple play. But that's part of their magic too, is the chaos they create, and you have to walk the line. You got to find that balance.
Well, it's interesting because, again, the way you see the game, the way I see the game, the way we played the game is different than their way. So it's easy for us to say, "Well, fuck, what are you doing? You can't do that."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. You don't know what it's like to fucking be able to hit that ball." You're like, "Yeah, you're right. I don't." But still, the point is, so. Yeah, I totally get it. All right, let me ask you a tough one, since he's your buddy. Let me ask you about the Miami situation with Bam Adebayo scoring 83 and Spoelstra fouling at the end of the game to get the ball back. Because I remember you in Chicago telling me that when Clay was shooting all those threes at the end of the game, it got a little uncomfortable. It's like, okay, we got it. That's enough. You could have kept him in the game longer in Indy, where he scored 60 points in 3 quarters, to see how many points he could get. I believe you believe in there's just a right way to do things. And it just, if it goes over the line, you can feel it. Are we going over the line? I didn't mind that Bam played as long as he did. I didn't mind that he kept scoring as long as he did. If you want to do that, I don't know what it's like to score 80, let alone 30. So go for it. My only problem, Steve, was fouling at the end of the game to get the ball back. That, to me, crosses the line. And it may not cross the line with him or anybody else. I don't know. That was the one. Score as many as you want.
Right.
Just don't make a mockery of it by fouling when you're up 25 points to get the ball back. What did you think of it?
Well, I know from my own experience that you mentioned, Clay in Chicago breaking the record for most
3-point record. Yep.
It's awkward, but as a coach, what you want to do more than anything is have your team be engaged and in the process. And I guarantee you, and I haven't talked to Spo about it, but I guarantee you every guy on the bench was begging Spo, leave him in. Leave him, you know, like, and so if it's something like that, and you saw Spo's comments the next day, which I loved, by the way. I apologize to no one. It's the greatest expression I've ever heard. I am going to use it from now on.
You should.
I apologize to no one.
To no one.
But I love Spo, and I love the way he coaches his team. I know that was a galvanizing moment for the team. Yeah. So, you know, for Eric Spoelstra, does it matter that people are, you know, podcasting and saying, hey, that was bad form? Sitting in their backyard drinking a beer saying, hey, you know, that was bad form. You know what Eric Spoelstra would say, Tom? I
apologize to no one.
Especially you, Tom Tolbert.
Especially me. And look, and he should. And you're right. It's about him and his team is what it's about. And look, here's the thing, and I believe we've lost this in society a little bit, where you can disagree with someone on a certain subject and still agree with them most of the. Like, I love Spoelstra. I love what he does for Miami. I think he's a hell of a coach. If he coached my team, I'd be thrilled. Like, but I can disagree with him on fouling to get the ball back. Yeah. I thought that was kind of Bush League. And he would say, well, fuck you, Tom. You're not in the locker room. You're not here with these guys. And we'd be like, all right, let's go get a beer.
I think he'd be more polite than
would he?
I don't think he would drop an F.
Oh, he wouldn't?
Yeah. But
okay. Well, the funny thing was, Steve, everybody's like, oh, we wanted to beat the record. I'm like, well, you had to get to 100 then. What do you mean the record? Kobe was second.
Yeah. They needed 6 overtimes. That would have been great if they had actually like tanked the lead to go to overtime.
Oh, Jesus.
Now we're talking, Tom.
Then would you have still said, look, he knows what he's doing. He's galvanizing. Would you have still said that?
Yes.
Okay.
Still
no, you have no limit.
There's no limit to my shame, Tom. As long as the team is galvanized, that's all I care about.
But it's funny. It's funny you say that because I know you, and I know the way you look at the game. There are times as a coach, I'm sure you're like, I just can't do this. I got to get you guys out of the game. I just can't.
Yeah, well, honestly, like when Clay had 60 against Indiana, we took him out at the end of the third. I was thinking about injury. We were up 30. This was Game was over. And all I could think about was it wasn't so much I don't want to shame the other team or humiliate the other team. It's like, what if Clay gets hurt? We're trying to win a championship. And I think every coach has to gauge that, right? Like, if maybe it would have been different. If this were the Miami, the Heatles or whatever they called them, LeBron, maybe it would have been different if there was a championship ahead for them. I mean, you just have to gauge where you are and what you're doing. I do know that the other side of this kind of gets to me sometimes too. Like you and I have talked about this, but end of a game and, you're up 10 and you get the ball back with 28 seconds on the game clock. So there's a 4-second differential. To me, you shoot.
Yeah.
Why take the turnover? And whether you're on offense or you're on defense, you keep playing. Now, once the shot clock is off, I get it. Put the ball under your arm and let it go. Perfect. But I always tell our team, never take a turnover. If the game says shoot, you shoot. And I don't think that's disrespectful at all. And yet, probably 2 or 3 different times that we've done that over the years, the other team wanted to fight. Yeah. And I'm like, why is that insulting? I don't understand.
It's not. It shouldn't be.
People can go overboard on the other side of things too.
Well, I felt like that was a hill you were going to die on And then eventually you just said, nah, fuck it. It's just,
I finally gave in.
why bother? Just I'm not gonna fight it.
Right.
The team's okay with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and let them. Let me see what you think of this, because this is what I thought of. If it was the 80s or 90s and Bam was doing that, somebody would have put him on his ass.
Yeah.
Somebody would have said, you know what?
Yeah.
You ain't doing that. Now, it's different. The way the game's played today is much like baseball. Guys don't come up and in anymore. They don't try to hit you anymore. They don't even know how to do it anymore, so they don't even bother doing it. I think sports, and we can get into this at some point, I think sports are better when the players are the ones policing it. It can get a little more dangerous. I'll grant you that, but I still think it resonates more than an umpire or an official policing the game. Now, you got to know how to do it. Again, if I'm going to hit somebody in baseball, I want to hit them in the rib cage or lower. I don't want balls flying around the head, and I don't know that guys have that kind of control today. But the whole we hit you, then all of a sudden there are warnings and we don't get a chance to retaliate is bullshit.
Yeah.
I think in basketball, if you're going to humiliate me like that, then you better be prepared to pick your ass up off the ground. That's not the way the game's played anymore. But again, that would be if they were doing it, Steve. That's players policing themselves, saying, "No, that's enough. Now you're making a mockery of the game. We're going to go ahead and take control."
So I just had a flashback to remember our old teammate in Orlando, Anthony Bowie, was one assist away from a triple double.
Yes, I did.
And they were playing against, I think it was Detroit with Doug Collins when Doug was coaching the Pistons, or maybe he was coaching Philadelphia. I think it was with the Pistons. And so Orlando took a timeout, and they were up 10 or 15 with 3 seconds left. They took a timeout to advance the ball to half court. Do you remember what Doug did? Phenomenal. He had all of his guys stand at the other end of the court with their arms crossed, like, okay, go ahead. You want a triple double that bad? Go ahead. We're not even going to guard you. It was so great. I love that so much.
Oh, it's like almost humiliating.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
You remember the Ricky Davis triple double?
Oh yeah, he shot the ball off the wrong hoop. Like, do you have to rebound for shooting it off the wrong
hoop? He threw it off the backboard and grabbed it. I'm like, bro, are you serious? You did that?
That was incredible.
It's amazing how much numbers get into our head. And I don't know if you felt this as a player. Like, I felt 10 was so much better than 9. 20 was so much better than 19. But it's 1 point. It's like 1 point. How many home runs did you hit this year? 49. How many did you hit? 50?
Yeah.
Oh, you had way more than I did. Yeah. No, you had one more. But for whatever reason, sports, numbers mess with us, don't they?
For me, like 5 meant so much more than 4. You know, I gotta share with our audience my Scott Skiles story. Before we played with him, I
love Scott Skiles.
Yeah, he had so many good ones, but I was playing with Cleveland. I was averaging 2 points a game, playing 5 minutes a game. We're playing in Orlando. Skiles is the point guard, and he's a starter, and he's playing like in his 38th minute. And they're up 20. And with 3 minutes left, Lenny Wilkins puts me in, off the Cleveland bench to check in because the game's over. Scott's still in because, the winning coach is always a little more nervous.
Yeah.
Than the losing coach, right? So Scott's still in. But he sees his guy subbing in for him. The backup point goes up to the bench. The white flag is up, everything. So, but I'm on the floor. I have the ball. Scott races over. We're in the bonus. Races over. He fouls me, and he goes, "Go get your average." And then he runs back.
That's so Scott. What a dick. Go get your average.
Go get your average. And I did. I knocked them both down, Tom.
What an asshole. God. He was such a fun asshole to play with.
He really was.
He really was.
He was so funny.
He was just a miserable son of a bitch. He gets so mad. Like if Shaq and I were messing around at the free throw line, he'd be so mad. It's just, I know you're like super intense. We get it. Can we just have a laugh? Like we're just sharing a joke. We're still trying to make our free throws, but now Skiles is all about business.
He's a grinder. He was a grinder.
Oh, God.
But he was funny in a mean way.
So let me ask you this. Definitely in a mean way. Got a couple minutes left. Why I mentioned this a few times. Why as athletes do we remember the failures more than the successes? Because I guarantee you, if I asked you about what resonates more with you, the Oklahoma game or the Utah Jazz game where you hit the game winner, I mean, that's a fucking monumental shot in NBA history. No one remembers a stupid Oklahoma-Arizona game. Well, except for when you walk out of your broadcast booth and you see Stacey King. I'm like, fucking Stacey King. God damn it. I like Stacey King, but shit. Did I want to see him at that point? Not really. I guarantee you tell me a fucking Arizona Oklahoma game. That's the one I can't.
Yep.
Why is it, do you think, that the failures resonate more than the successes? They shouldn't. There's really no reason they should. But all athletes, I ask them every time.
I know. You
lose a Super Bowl, you win a Super Bowl. They remember the losses more vividly than the wins. Do you have any theories on that?
Human beings are just stupid. Mean to ourselves.
That's a given.
Yeah. We're stupid. We're all self-conscious. We're all vain. We're all ego-driven, and you know, we're all like, we're all vulnerable and insecure. And it's like, you know, like you go to the Final Four with your best pals on earth, and you have the worst game of your college career. That's going to stay with you for your whole life. And then when you win, it's like, and you come through, and it's like, oh hell yeah, we did it. And then you move right on, and you keep thinking about the failure, and it's just part of being human.
Doesn't it suck?
It sucks.
I mean, because you should remember that is a monster moment in NBA history. It really is. Yet you're just like, my theory is we expect to do those things. We put in the time, we put in the work, we believe in ourselves, and we expect to hit those shots, and we expect to come through. When we don't, we can't understand how that possibly, how did that even happen that I wasn't able to come through in this situation? So we dwell on that more than the successes, because for whatever reason, we just expect the success to happen. So when it happens, to your point, we just kind of like, yeah, cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that. Moving on. We're done. I expected to do that.
Right.
When we don't do that, we just can't understand what the hell happened. And I got to go back and try to figure it out. And you end up spending years. Kind of
the quest, though, right? It's like the quest for excellence, the quest for success. It's what drives us all. But you know, people. I think Scotty Scheffler talked about this last year. It was such a great quote. He's like, you know, like I really want to win the British Open this year, but if I win, I'm going to be happy for like 2 minutes, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing. So I play for something bigger, you know. I love that quote so much, because it is true. Like you have these goals and every day you're striving to achieve these goals. Kevin Durant, right? He came to the Warriors and he won 2 straight finals MVPs. And it wasn't the end all be all for him. You know, he's still playing because he loves the game so much, and he's still searching, just like we're all still searching. And so when people ask me about this year, and I've been asked this a few times, why don't you just rest Steph the rest of the year? Well, if he's healthy, we're competing. Like that's what we do, and we want to give ourselves a chance. And it's like that's the whole point. Is the beauty is in the quest. It's in the work. But when you do fail, it's hard to get over it. You know.
I hate those fucking people.
Right.
By the way, the ones that always think big picture. Why are you playing these guys? Why are you resting these guys? Well, I don't know, motherfucker. Because they're getting paid a lot of money. They want to go compete. I want them to go compete. We're trying to win games. There are people that pay thousands of dollars to come watch us play. Why wouldn't I play this guy? Why would I worry about a draft pick? I have no idea who I'm getting. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate it when people say, well, what's the point of even playing him? Like, you know what? That's why you sat at the end of your fucking bench. If at all, maybe you didn't play, so you don't understand what it's like to compete. You don't understand what it's like to go out there with a group of people and try to accomplish something, try to win a game. Like, people think it's all about making the playoffs. Guess what? When you step out on the court, it's about winning that game. It's the competition. It's like when I go to the park, I want to win. When I'm shooting outside with my kids, I want to win. When I'm playing whatever, I want to. It's about that. 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Just let me go compete and win. It's not about fucking draft pick, you dumb motherfucker. Anyway, so that's too much.
Tom motherfucking Tolbert. He is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm back.
He is back.
Oh my God. Real quick before we let you go, I know you got dinner. Feeling good about the Wildcats?
Feeling great. They got a hell of a team and well-rounded and deep and well-coached, but it's the tournament. You never know. So
yeah,
fingers crossed.
Well, they won't have to worry about chafing like we did because our shorts were so short. Remember that? You remember those things? Good Lord. I mean, what the hell? Those things were brutal. Those things were rough. All right, go have dinner. Enjoy St. Patty's Day in Boston. Have yourself a Guinness or maybe another Mexican beer, whatever you're going to have. Always fun catching up with you, Stevie.
You too. See you, Tommy. Thanks.
All right, Stevie, take it easy. There you go. The head coach of the Golden State Warriors. No, I'm serious. I hate that. I hate these fucking nerds telling everybody when you should compete, when you shouldn't compete. Oh, what are we doing? Why are we playing that guy? We might actually win this game. How about we not play him and we get a better draft pick? Like, don't we have enough of that? Like, literally, don't we have enough of that? We have 8 teams in the NBA right now that are doing just that. That you go and watch a game. And again, when I said earlier, people made a choice to go see the Wizards and the Warriors yesterday, that's their choice. They should know what they're getting into. Like, if you walk into that game and sit down and expect something different, that's on you. That's on you. But there are plenty of games throughout the course of an NBA season where you show up, you pay your money, good money, and guys aren't playing. I don't want to just get glib and go, oh, hangnail. But there are guys that are sitting, they're resting. We don't have to win this game because they're already tanking and it's January. And I show up and I've paid $1,000 for a couple tickets, 3 tickets, and this is what I get. This is what you've given me. That's what the NBA is trying to do away with. But I hate it when people that haven't played the game at all decide you shouldn't compete. We should just rest guys. If you're healthy, you should play. And look, we did it when I was with the Warriors, not for an extended period of time, maybe like 4 or 5 games at the end of the year. Timmy might sit, Hammy or Chris might sit maybe a little bit. I was good with it at the time because I got to play more, but it wasn't like a month or 2 months. It drives me crazy. Why are they playing these guys? Well, I don't know, because they get paid $50 million to play basketball. Okay? They're healthy. They should play. That's what they love to do. That's what the crowd deserves. And just go compete for 2.5 hours instead of thinking about playoffs and seeding and draft. And I'm sorry. I'm on the porch again. I know. And again, I'll be on it's my time. I get to be on the porch occasionally. That's my porch moment. We should get it sponsored. I just don't know when I'll have a porch moment again. God damn, my neck's hot. Jesus. I knew I should have moved that. Can I move up a little bit? Whew. I'm sweating. It says today I'm Irish. Actually, every day I'm Irish. I'm 25% Irish. You can't get any more Irish than Kennedy. That's about as Irish as you get. My grandfather was Kennedy. So I'm 25% Irish, 25% German. My grandmother was 100% German. And then my dad's side of the family, mongrel. I don't know. Could be Native American, could probably some English in there at some point. So I'll have to do one of those 23 and me's. Probably won't, but you never know. I might. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Jay Bill is going to join us tomorrow. You're going to notice. I would imagine most people that consume the show probably consume multiple shows. So when I'm on with Jay tomorrow, you may see this shirt again. It's a possibility. I'll let you in on a little secret. We talked to Jay earlier today. We're going to play it tomorrow. So you're going to see this shirt again. You're going to be like, whoa, damn, Tom. Easy. Same shirt 2 days in a row? No. That's it. This is it. So there you go. Tom Tolbert. And then Dan Wetzel of ESPN will join us. Love Dan. Dan is one of the funniest, most insightful writers in America. I mean, Dan's incredible. So you know what we should get on to? He just retired. We should get the Osler on. I could text him, see if we get Osler. We could probably get Osler in the backyard. Osler's freaking hysterical. I love Osler. So maybe we'll get him on after the tourney. But Wetzel tomorrow. Jay, we've already talked to. So we'll talk to Jay tomorrow. And then Thursday and Friday, we're going to be off. Taking the tourney off. I'm going to sit on my ass and I'm going to watch some March Madness. I don't think 3 days in a row. This is actually, I've had, this is a good beer, by the way, this beer bottle. Ray will come on soon. We'll get Ray back on. That's what I love about Barry Braden, owner of Fieldwork. He's like, yeah. He goes, it doesn't need to be all us. He goes, like, too much us. So we got the Fieldwork logo down there. I tell you that Fieldwork's the official non-alcoholic craft beer of the San Jose Sharks. Not just non-alcoholic beer. That they have clear skies, they have pulp, they have hazy train. So when you're down there, if you want a beer, check out a Fieldwork. You won't be disappointed. And they have Toffoli time, which is a Pilsner, 16-ounce Pilsner. And if Tyler Toffoli scores or assists the next day, 50% off your non-alcoholic craft beer or draft beer at Fieldwork. So it's all good stuff. So, yeah, Ray would get Ray would have got burnt up today. I'm about ready to get burnt up. By the way, this beard thing has got to. I think I might have to trim this thing a little bit. Jesus criminy. I was in the hospital for so long, I just kind of let it go. My God. That's like a serious. Yeah. Yeah, Sharks Edmonton tonight. That's a big one. That's a big one. Two of the best players in the game and fighting for playoff positioning. I think Sharks are out of it. Probably a couple. I'm not Gandalf. Jesus, not that. If I had that though, that'd be incredible. Look at that thing. If I ever grow it that long, I'll get the hat to go along with it. I believe that was Gandalf the Grey. So anywho, and then I'll do. We'll do Wetzel tomorrow. And then I'll give you my picks. I would not put any stock in my picks. I haven't watched enough, but I'll have a couple bets for you. How about that? A couple spread picks for you that I like tomorrow because I'm going to take Arizona to win it all. They're a number one seed. They're really good. But as far as spreads, I'll try to find something for you. See if I can find you a pick or two. All right. Do we have any comments you want to throw up there? Any questions that you want to get to? Very nice. I don't think I can get mine to go out that far, though. Switch shades, though. Master Roshi. Where's that from? Where should I know that from? I don't know that. Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Okay. Kids love that. Kids loved that growing up. I know they were big Dragon Ball Z's guys. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm in. I've told you guys this before. I'm in on the Sharks. I'm totally in. No expectations. Just see where it goes. They make the playoffs, it'd be awesome. But jump on board now, because this thing's going to be a freight train in a couple years. Macklin is so good. He's so good. Even people that don't follow hockey know how good he is. Like, he's just different. You watch him and McDavid tonight. When they're on the power play, watch how they enter the puck into the zone. There are two guys that are one man. How do I put this? One man zone enterers doesn't quite work. But you watch how they enter the zone when they're on the power play. They just skate. They're so fast and so fluid. They skate up whatever side, and if nobody stops them, they keep going. And if they stop them, they just kick it back to the corner. And it's incredible the way they enter the zone. McDavid's the best. You can't stop McDavid. You can't stop Edmonton when McDavid's on the ice from entering the zone against the power play. You can't. Or I shouldn't say power play, kill. That'd be the proper way to say it. But now I'm looking forward to it. So that'll be fun. You know what? I haven't seen Utah State play. I know they're good. I know they can score. I know they can shoot. But I'd be lying to you if I saw Utah. If I said I saw Utah State, I haven't seen Villanova play either. So, and he's asking because those would be the two teams that would face Arizona if they get by Long Island. Like, if we don't get by Long Island, show's over. We're shutting it down. The podcast is done. If we can't beat the Long Island Sharks, that's it. Toast. So Villanova, Utah State, Wisconsin, High Point. Apparently that should be a really high scoring game. I've seen Wisconsin play once. I haven't seen High Point play. Arkansas, Hawaii should be another fairly high scoring game. Gonzaga, Kennesaw, Miami, Missouri, Purdue, Queens are the other teams in the West. So we'll see. Again, I'm going to try to find a game or two that I like, but I wish I had more for you on Utah State. I just don't. I got nothing. And so, all right, a couple more minutes if you guys want anything. If you guys have any questions. Okay, we've avoided disaster over there. Lou's gone inside. Bunny's somewhere. Bunny may be digging a hole. Are you serious? I mean, yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I mean, my daughter goes to Cal State Hayward, I think. Maybe she doesn't. I thought it was Cal State East Bay now. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I need to get some weight back on. I'm down to 250, so we need to start pumping some protein back into the body. Dreisaitl's out. I didn't know that. And I guess I'm not keeping up with my Edmonton Oilers news. When did that happen? Yeah. Ouch. Ouch is right. Yeah, one of the best players in the game. I mean, Draisaitl and McDavid are the best duo in the league. So yeah, ouch. I would say ouch is accurate. Oh, I get some water. Wow, that just happened? Wow. Holy cow, it did just happen. Out for the year. Hey, yikes. I love the coach, Knobloch. I guess you can read it too. The medical staff implied it shouldn't be a really long injury. I guess the rest of the year is kind of a long injury. Although, how many games are left? I don't know if he can come back for the regular or for the postseason. This is like, I used to say this is great radio. This is a great podcast. You're just reading a story for everybody. They could read themselves. All I'll have to go read it and see if he can come back playoff time. I don't know if it says anything about that. Did I see any of the Oscar movies? I saw the One Battle After Another. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I don't know. I used to go to movies every single week, and we just stopped going for whatever reason. Lori and I stopped going. So, but I did see that one, and I like that one quite a bit. I'm trying to see what other movies are came out the Oscar movies. I want to say there's like 2 or 3 of them I saw, but you remember when the Oscars used to be like 4 movies would make the final, like that'd be the final like count. Now it's like 10 movies. I got it in my head. Jesus. Getting old, man. I mean, look at my face. Look at that truck ran over it in the morning and the afternoon. We gotta work on that. Yeah, we'll work on the chest first, then we'll get the face going. That's why I got into radio. I got into radio because they couldn't see you. Now I'm back to where they can see me again. One Battle After Another, saw it. I liked F1. F1 was cool. Begonia, haven't seen, heard good. Oh, Frankenstein I liked. So yeah, I like that one. Hamnet, nope. Marty Supreme, I heard's good. Haven't seen it. Secret Agent, nope. Sentimental Value, nope. Sinners, I liked it, didn't love it. And Train Dreams, I had no idea what that's all about. So yeah, okay. I saw about 4 or 5 of them. So that's actually pretty good for me. Seeing that many. But I liked all the movies that were that I saw. That I thought were pretty good. Again, I thought Sinners it was okay. That's better than okay. I know Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar for Best Actor, but I mean, I like him. He's really good. And it was good. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I were you, I'd see it. If you like that type of movie. Just didn't love it. So, I liked One Battle After Another more than I liked that. But I didn't even watch the Oscars. I haven't watched the Oscars in 5 years. I haven't watched the Grammys in like 10 years. The award shows, it just hold no appeal to me whatsoever. So, anyway, this is what it is. All right, last one. Last comment, and then we'll get on out of here. Got to figure out what's for dinner. God, weather is so good. Hope you guys are able to get back in your backyard, grab a beverage, enjoy. It's just the weather. It's like 80 here in Alameda. Max said no to Marty Supreme. Okay. Oh, that's right. Shit, what time is it? Is USA winning, and by how much? Hey, we got an hour before that game. Don't think USA is just going to roll out there and win. Like, do you even know who's pitching? That dude for the Mets. So that's the one part about the WBC. There's just not enough pitching for everybody. You need better pitching matchups. Like Skeens versus Dominican Republic, that was incredible. That was awesome. But it's still only for 4 1/3. So you still got the bullpen coming in after that. And we're showing, I don't know what we're showing. I know we're showing Jeff Passan probably bitching about the called strike in the 9th inning that ended the game. And there was a called strike in the 8th inning that ended Juan Soto's at bat. I mean, I just Jeff Passan, that can't happen. Well, yeah, it fucking can. And it just did. Okay? And until they have the ABS, it can happen again. What are we talking about here? It's baseball. It's happened forever. It happened forever. Anybody want to go back to Eric Gray when Livan Hernandez was on the bump against the Cleveland Indians in the World Series? You can go back and watch that game. Tell me it can't happen. I think Levo had 15 strikeouts that game. It was the worst strike zone in the history of strike zones. It was crazy. Yet it happened. These guys are still going to miss a call or two. They're going to. Go ahead and get that lineup back up there. But I just hate that passing. Just sounded so sanctimonious. That can't happen. Yeah, no, fuck, it can't happen, Jeff. And it did. And it could have happened to USA, but it happened to the Dominican. What are you going to do? It's baseball. Move on. Throw up that starting lineup again. I want to see the starting lineup again because they got a pretty good starting lineup. Well, I know we have a good starting lineup. I mean, I love Terang. Can the Giants get him or the Angels get him? One of the two teams that I like. Can they get Terang? The Terangatang? Love that guy. Witt Jr. is incredible. But these guys have a bunch. Venezuela has a bunch of MLB guys. I mean, you get to the 9-hole, you get Churio, Acuna back-to-back. I know Churio's been struggling a little bit. Tovar, who for whatever reason, Tovar is like crazy good against Yamamoto. Abreu from the Red Sox, Sal Perez. Like, I don't know who's pitching. Do we know who's pitching for them? Like McLean? Like, again, it's awesome. Where'd Scooble go? If Scooble can stick around for one more start. Oh, Eduardo Rodriguez. He was good like 3 years ago. He's been struggling the last few years. So I don't even know who he pitches for. Is he still pitching for Arizona? I know he was good when he was pitching for Detroit. But the Arizona Eduardo Rodriguez, not great. Noel McLean, Mets kid, no idea. So don't think we're going to roll in there. This could be a first 1 to 7 or 8 type game, and hopefully the bullpen is gassed up and ready to go. But I don't know what happened to Scooble, other than, well, I'm on my routine. I got to get ready for the season. I got to get. Man, pitchers are temperamental, aren't they? I mean, Jesus Christ! Here's the ball. Throw it. Get your arm loose. Aren't you going to get it loose in Tigers camp? You can't get it loose for Team USA? Maybe not. Maybe not. But this isn't going to be a walk in the park, but I'm looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. I mean, they like to see Harper get going. But that lineup, Roman Anthony's a stud too. I know Sal Perez has been around forever. That dude, Hall of Famer. That dude, that's really good. But yeah, I mean, you look at the lineup and you're thinking, oh, okay. Team USA is better. Yeah, they are. This isn't a 7-game series, and you don't have your best pitching. Like if this is a 7-game series, and you said, okay, you get Scooble twice, Skeens twice, Webb twice, and then maybe throw in a McLean once, then the USA would be massive favorites. Massive favorites. But it's not. It's a one-shot deal. McLean, Rodriguez. I'm sure USA is a pretty big favorite. If I had to bet on it, I'd bet Venezuela just because you're getting plus odds. And who knows in a 50-50 game. I don't even know it's 50-50, but would you trust McLean as a big favorite? 2-1 favorite? I wouldn't. And again, I know Rodriguez has not been great the last couple years, but this will become as big as the players that are in it. And by that, I mean as big as the pitchers that are in it. Because there's nothing wrong with the lineup. The lineup's incredible. Is it the best lineup they could put out there? Probably not. But you'd be nitpicking. Bobby Witt Jr., Schwarber, Judge, Bregman, Smith. I mean, Terang. I mean, that's an incredible lineup. Incredible lineup. I guarantee you people are going to turn on tonight and go, who the fuck is McLean? Is this Die Hard? What? The pitchers are the ones. You need to get the pitchers on board with this. But the pitchers seem to be very temperamental and routine-driven. Look, am I going to blame Scooble heading towards free agency? I guess. Will he be a free agent? Thank you. Will he be a free agent after this year? I'm not sure how many ARB years Skubal has left. This might be the last year, I think, of arbitration for Skubal. So look, I get it. But still, you're throwing the ball at Tigers camp. You can't throw the ball for Team America. America, America, America. Fuck yeah. They should play that. They should play that before the game tonight. The Team America song. You'd be hyped. Can you imagine if they play the big screen out there in Miami, everybody's sitting down, and all of a sudden, can you imagine how pumped they would be? Sitting down, you went and got your beer and your nachos, maybe you got your pretzel, got the family with you, super pumped, sitting down, getting ready for Venezuela, America, and all of a sudden, you look up at the big screen and you hear, America, America. Oh, my God. Tell me that place wouldn't go bananas. Just nuts. 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 I might go watch it right now. I might just go watch. I'll put on YouTube on the TV and just watch that song. I'll put it on a loop before the game gets going. Just get super pumped. I'm going to take this shirt off. I got my USA shirt. I'll put it on, and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. I should have asked Kerr if he's rooting for America or Venezuela just to make sure. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he knows anybody for Venezuela, but I don't know. I don't know if one of the training staff knows Churio. It's like their kid or something. Back when he's rooting for Venezuela. So, but the Team America song, I'm in. I'm in. Let's go. Everybody get in front of a TV, Team America song, grab a beer. Let's get ready for Venezuela and America. The WBC Finals. No, they will not have puppet sex on the Jumbotron, okay? No. You will not have reverse cowgirl puppet sex on. That was shocking, by the way. Even for somebody who's not a prude, you watch that on the big screen and they pop that on there for you. And then the dookie. Wow. That caught me off guard. That definitely caught me off guard. But fantastic movie. Great song, too. That should have won. How did that not win Best Soundtrack for the Oscars? Incredible soundtrack. But, again, just imagine it. Close your eyes. Imagine being at the game. Jumbotron. Nachos. Beer. America. And crazy, and place goes crazy. Absolutely bananas. All right, very good. I think I've done enough damage today. I think we're done. God, I'm kind of itchy too. All right, so tomorrow, Billis, same shirt. Just so you guys got me. Billis, same shirt. You know why, right? Okay, we've covered that. Don't say Jesus, Tom. Come on, I'm mixing a different T-shirt. And it's today. Who cares if you're Irish today? That was yesterday. I get it. Okay, I'm helping you out here. And Dan Wetzel of ESPN. So Dan Wetzel, Jay Billis, both ESPN, and then we'll have a couple picks. I'll find a couple picks for you. Should I find a couple picks? Maybe I'll ask Dr. Bob. I'll see if Dr. Bob has any picks. Hell, maybe I'll see if Dr. Bob wants to come on for 15 minutes and has any picks for anybody. Maybe that's what I'll do. Why would you want picks from me? I don't even want picks from me. My picks suck. Like, I'm just guessing. Maybe I'll get somebody. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to get Dr. Bob on. Or I'll just see if he has a couple picks. A couple underdogs he can throw our way. Since we love Dr. Bob around these parts. All right, everybody have a great day. Stay hydrated. Get yourself hydrated right here. Well, H2O. That's good stuff. Some high quality H2O. See you guys tomorrow. See ya.
And remember this, Tommy T. Cash and tickets is what it's all about.